Hello students, in this session of chapter number 6, that is biomolecules, we are going to learn about the second type of nucleic acid, that is RNA, or the long form of it is ribonucleic acid. Now in our previous session we have learnt regarding DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid. So here we are going to learn regarding ribonucleic acid, that is RNA. Now first we will see the chemical composition of RNA. Now RNA contains sugar and sugar is ribose sugar. Then it contains phosphoric acid or phosphate. Then it contains nitrogen bases. Now nitrogen bases are of two types or two main types. The first one is purine and second one is pyrimidine. Now purines are double ring compounds and they are of two types, adenine and guanine, while pyrimidines are single ring compound and they are cytosine and uracil. So these are the three chemical substances, that is sugar, phosphoric acid and nitrogen bases present in RNA. Now RNA is single stranded polynucleotide chain. Now you know that polynucleotide chain means number of nucleotides are linked with each other with the help of phosphodiester bonds. So here is the structure of RNA. Now I have already told you that a nucleotide means it consists of sugar molecule, then phosphoric acid and any one nitrogen base. So nucleotide consists of a sugar molecule, then phosphoric acid and any one nitrogen base. So number of nucleotides are linked with each other with the help of bonds. These are the phosphodiester bonds and they form a polynucleotide chain. Now RNA is a single stranded structure and it acts as genetic material in some types of viruses, but some organisms like reovirus and wound tumor virus, these viruses show double stranded RNA, while remaining all organisms show single stranded RNA. So each RNA molecule is a single stranded consisting of number of nucleotides linked with phosphodiester bonds. Then the RNA is generally linear, but sometimes it may get folded, and in folded regions it will show presence of paired nitrogen bases on the opposite side. For example, here we can see that the RNA gets folded and this folded RNA shows presence of paired nitrogen bases. So this RNA will show paired nitrogen bases present on the opposite side and where it gets folded. But the purine and pyrimidine ratio, as we have seen in DNA, purine and pyrimidine ratio is 1:1, while in RNA at the folded region the ratio of purine and pyrimidine is not 1:1. Then it shows two ends that is, here we can see C5 end. Now C5 end means the end of the polynucleotide chain ends with a phosphoric acid or phosphate group, and it is present at the fifth carbon atom of the sugar molecule. Hence the end is called as C5 end. And here we can see the other end of the polynucleotide chain or RNA molecule shows C3 end. C3 end means the strand ends with the third carbon atom having free hydroxyl group. Hence this end is called as C3 end. So RNA molecule shows C5 and C3 ends. Then RNA shows three types. Now these three types are, first one is messenger RNA, then ribosomal RNA and transfer RNA. So we are going to learn regarding these three types of RNAs. Now we will see the first type of RNA, that is messenger RNA, or it is called as in short mRNA. Here we can see the diagram of messenger RNA. Now messenger RNA is linear or it is straight and unfolded. Then it accounts about 3% of the cellular RNA content of the cell. Then it shows presence of sequences of nitrogen bases. Now the sequence of 3 nitrogen bases, that means here we can see the sequence of 3 nitrogen bases, then another sequence of 3 nitrogen bases, then another sequence of 3 nitrogen bases. So the sequences of 3 nitrogen bases present on messenger RNA is called as genetic code, or it is called as a codon. Now messenger RNA shows 2 ends. Here we can see C5 end and here is the C3 end of the messenger RNA. Now sequence of 3 nitrogen bases is called as genetic code. We call it as genetic code. So at C5 end we see 3 nitrogen bases, that is AUG. Now this sequence of 3 nitrogen bases present at the C5 end is called as initiation codon. Here we can see it is called as initiation codon. That means from this end the process of protein synthesis starts. Now you know that proteins are essential for each and every cell, but they are not directly available. So in each cell the different amino acid molecules are present, and with the help of these 3 types of RNA, that is messenger RNA, ribosomal RNA and transfer RNA, these amino acid molecules are linked with each other and a polypeptide chain or protein is produced. This process is called as protein synthesis. So the initiation codon, that is AUG, starts, or from this end the process of protein synthesis starts. Hence it is called as starting codon or initiation codon, and the process of protein synthesis ends at the C3 end having the codon called as termination codon, and it is UAA. As the process stops at this point, this codon or genetic code is called as termination codon. Then the main function of messenger RNA is that it carries messages from DNA to the ribosome, where ribosomal RNA is present, that which type of protein is to be produced. Then the next or the second type of RNA is ribosomal RNA, or in short called as rRNA. Here we can see the diagram of ribosomal RNA. Now ribosomal RNA is present inside the ribosomes, inside the cell cytoplasm. Then it accounts about 80 to 90% of the total cellular RNA content. Then it is folded at some regions. Now here we can see that this RNA or ribosomal RNA is folded and it forms loops. Where this ribosomal RNA gets folded, the nitrogen bases present on the opposite side get paired and hydrogen bonds are developed between these nitrogen bases, while where the strand is unfolded we see unpaired nitrogen bases. So ribosomal RNA is folded at some regions, and at folded regions the nitrogen bases on the opposite side get paired and they are joined with the help of weak hydrogen bonds. So ribosomal RNA is folded at some region. Then the function of ribosomal RNA is that it provides proper binding site to this messenger RNA during the process of protein synthesis. So here we have seen the two types of RNAs, that is messenger RNA, then ribosomal RNA. Now we will see regarding transfer RNA. Now we will see the third type of RNA, that is transfer RNA, or in short it is called as tRNA. Now tRNA is folded and it accounts about 10 to 15% of the total cellular RNA content. Then tRNA shows two different patterns due to its folding. The first one is hairpin model and the second one is clover leaf model. Now hairpin model is folded and appears like a hairpin, hence it is called as hairpin model. It shows presence of anticodon. Then it has two ends. Long end ends with CCA nitrogen base and it is C3 end. The short end ends with G nitrogen base and it is C5 end. Then the second model is called as clover leaf model, as it appears like a clover leaf, hence it is called as clover leaf model. Then it shows a central or main loop and this loop is called as anticodon loop, on which anticodons are present. Now anticodons are the sequences of 3 nitrogen bases, and these anticodon help in the process of protein synthesis. These anticodons read the information present on messenger RNA in the form of code language. You know that sequence of 3 nitrogen bases on messenger RNA is called as genetic code. So this anticodon read the information present on messenger RNA and accordingly bring a particular type of amino acid to the site of protein synthesis, that is to the ribosomes. Then it shows presence of a D loop. Then here is a T loop and below it is a variable loop. Then cloverleaf model shows long end which ends with CCA nitrogen base and it is C3 end. Then short end, that is C5 end, ends with G nitrogen base. So these are the two different patterns formed by the transfer RNA. This type of RNA which is folded and shows two different models, that is hairpin model and cloverleaf model, is called as transfer RNA. The name itself indicates its function, that is transfer RNA has a amino acid attachment site at the C3 end, where the amino acid molecules get attached during the process of protein synthesis, and this transfer RNA carries these amino acid molecules to the ribosome for the synthesis of protein. Hence, this end, that is C3 end, is called as amino acid attachment site. So, here we have seen the structure of RNA. Then we have seen the three types of RNA, that is messenger RNA, ribosomal RNA and transfer RNA.